Hello and welcome to Territory HQ, your headquarters for resources, tips, and strategies for building a successful sales territory. Build it faster. In today's video, we're going to discover 4 steps to find your competitive advantage. Your competitive advantage is what makes you better than the competition. It is the reason people buy from you. The first step in this process is to study the competition. We're going to try to find their weaknesses. One way to find the competitor's weakness is to become a customer of their services. You can do this by buying one of their products, subscribing to their emails, their newsletters, or using some of their services. There is no better way to find out information on a company than to experience it firsthand. You can ask yourself, how do they treat their customers? What is your initial reaction when you use their product or service? What do you like or dislike about that company or service? Another great way to find your competition's weakness is to survey their current customers and ask them how they are being served. You can sometimes do this with a simple phone call or an email and possibly an in-person visit. You can ask them, what is the competition doing right? What are they doing wrong? How could they serve you better? A third way that you can find the competition's weaknesses are to do a simple internet search with the word complaints after the competitor's name. You might discover something that they are doing continually wrong. You can find out if there is a common thread among these complaints. You might also consider studying their website and their social media. Do they do things with excellence? Are their customers engaged online? Do they have a cult-like following? What is their marketing style? The second step in the process to discover your competitive advantage is to study yourself and find your strengths. You can ask your friends. You can simply send an email to your closest friends and ask them to give you honest feedback about what they think your strengths are. This may seem awkward, but if you ask the right people, this feedback will be invaluable. Another way to discover your strengths is to take a Strengthsfinder's test. One of the best ones on the market right now, you can have access to free when you buy the Strengthsfinder 2.0 book. This book is packed full of good information to help you determine your personal strengths, but as a bonus, you'll get access to an online tool that the author created to help you understand your strengths. Another way to find your strengths would be to look for trends in your career. What have you had success with in the past? The third step in this process of discovering your competitive advantage is to study your product and your service or company. You need to find its strengths. You can do this by surveying your customers using a free product like SurveyMonkey, or you can send them a simple email to ask for specific information about your product, company, or service. If you do not have customers yet as you are a new product, consider giving away some of your product or service in exchange for honest feedback. Here are some questions that you should ask and discover about your company, product, or service. What is your best-selling product or service? What marketing efforts have been the most successful? What is it people are constantly commenting about your product or service? The fourth and final step in discovering your competitive advantage is simply putting the first 3 steps into one. This is where we align your strengths with their weaknesses. Where do your strengths align with your competition's weaknesses? A good example would be a large company whose strength might be that they have a lot of resources, but their weakness might be that it takes a lot of time for them to shift directions and change to adapt to a changing market. A small company's weakness may be that they don't have a lot of resources, but they do have the ability to change and adapt almost instantly to the market. Your competitive advantage would be found if you were this small company where the strength matches up with the weakness of the larger company. Obviously here, the small company could react and be more in tune with the market than the large company, and they could follow a trend much easier. If you can discover a couple of these alignments in your business, marketing your product and service will be a whole lot more effective and rewarding. If you have followed these steps, you now have a compelling and effective reason for people to switch to your product or service from the competitor. Use this to your advantage. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Please like and subscribe to this channel so you can receive notifications when new videos are posted. Thanks.